You may be interested in learning Dreamweaver because you want to make your own website, or maybe you want to learn Dreamweaver to have the ability to update an existing website. Either way, every website, big or small, needs two things to make that website publicly available for everyone to see. They don't necessarily have to be done at the same time, but they do in fact need to happen. Those two things are domain registration and domain hosting. Domain registration is the process of registering your own custom domain name that is unique to you or your organization. This process is fairly simple, and during the process you type in the name of the domain that you would like, and the search then tells you if the domain name is already taken or if it's currently available. There is a minor fee involved in registering your domain, and that fee will vary depending on the company that you use and the length of time for which you register your domain. Registering your domain gives you the rights to that domain and prevents anyone else from using it. Inevitably, it becomes the name by which users access your website. Now, the process of registering a domain doesn't really do anything in and of itself. It entitles you to the domain and you own it, but nobody can access it until you've connected your domain name to a hosting package. At this point, it's kind of like having a phone number, but no phone, which takes us to the next step in the process, which is setting up a hosting account. Purchasing a hosting account gives your registered domain name a place to live. This place, if you will, is really just a folder on a server that holds the files that make up your website. It also ties your domain name to the hosting account. And what this means is that when someone goes to yourdomain.com, or whatever the name of your domain is, it essentially directs that request to the server where your hosting account resides. Although these two processes can be done separately from one another, many companies today often allow you to achieve both of these steps at the same time. For the first-time web builder, I highly recommend this as it makes the process much easier and less intimidating. Once you have your first website under your belt, you can consider doing them separately if you deem it useful or necessary. There's certainly a chance that you will never need to perform the aforementioned steps, especially if you are tasked with simply updating and making changes to an existing website. But even if that's true, it's quite useful to understand the process required to set up a web page and its associated components, and having this understanding will get you well on your way to becoming a good web designer.